Ezekiel chapter 29. In the 10th year, in the 10th month, on the 12th of the month, a word of Yahweh has been to me, saying, Son of man, set your face against Pharaoh king of Egypt, and prophesy concerning him, and concerning Egypt, all of it. Speak, and you have said, Thus said Lord YHWH, Behold, I am against you, Pharaoh king of Egypt, the great dragon that is crouching in the midst of his floods, who has said, My flood is my own, and I have made it for myself. And I have put hooks in your jaws, and I have caused the fish of your floods to cleave to your scales. And I have caused you to come up from the midst of your floods, and every fish of your floods cleaves to your scales. And I have left you in the wilderness, you and every fish of your floods. You fall on the face of the field. You are not gathered nor assembled. I have given you for food to the beast of the earth and to the bird of the heavens. And all inhabitants of Egypt have known that I am Yahweh, because of their being a staff of reed to the house of Israel. In their taking hold of you by your hand, you crush and have torn every shoulder of theirs. And in their leaning on you, you are broken, and have caused all their thighs to stand. Therefore, thus said Lord YHWH, Behold, I am bringing in a sword against you, and have cut off man and beast from you. And the land of Egypt has been for a desolation and a ruin, and they have known that I am Yahweh, because he said, The flood is mine, and I made it. Therefore, behold, I am against you and against your floods, and have given the land of Egypt for ruins, a dry place, a desolation, from Migdol to Syene, and to the border of Cush. A foot of man does not pass over into it, indeed, the foot of beast does not pass into it, nor is it inhabited 40 years. And I have made the land of Egypt a desolation in the midst of desolate lands, and its cities in the midst of cities that are laid waste are a desolation for 40 years. And I have scattered the Egyptians among nations, and I have dispersed them through lands. But thus said Lord YHWH, At the end of 40 years, I gather the Egyptians out of the peoples to where they have been scattered, and I have turned back to the captivity of Egypt, and I have brought them back to the land of Pathros, to the land of their birth, and they have been a low kingdom there. It is lowest of the kingdoms, and it does not lift itself up above the nations any more. And I have made them few, so as not to rule among nations. And it is no longer for confidence to the house of Israel, bringing iniquity to remembrance by their turning after them. And they have known that I am Lord YHWH. And it comes to pass in the 27th year, in the 1st month, on the 1st of the month, a word of Yahweh has been to me, saying, Son of man, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has caused his force to serve a great service against Tyre. Every head is bald, every shoulder peeled, and neither he nor his force had reward out of Tyre for the service that he served against it. Therefore, thus said Lord YHWH, Behold, I am giving the land of Egypt to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and he has taken away its store, and has taken its spoil, and taken its prey, and it has been a reward to his force. I have given to him his wage for which he labored, the land of Egypt, and that they worked for me, a declaration of Lord YHWH. In that day I cause a horn to shoot up for the house of Israel, and I give an opening to your mouth in their midst, and they have known that I am Yahweh.